One of the toughest things about being a trader is the emotional side of it. Especially whenever you have a game plan and you have a systematic way of trading, but you're not seeing the fruit of it because you're constantly letting your emotions get before you. Proverbs 16:32 says, better to be patient than powerful, better to have self-control than to conquer a city. And Proverbs 25:28 says, a person without self control is like a city with broken down walls. Listen, self control is going to be the essence of your fruit. All right. If you do not have self control, no matter how powerful you are, no matter how good your trading system is, no matter how smart, how IQ, whatever IQ you have in the trading market, it does not matter. If you cannot have self control, then none of those things matter. And I believe that many of us as traders are struggling with this one big thing. And that's the only reason that is stopping you from seeing success the way that you want to see it. I'm going to give you 6 practical things to keep your emotional self in check. So number 1, have a plan. Know your entries, your exits. Know how your stop loss is going to be. Know how much you want to risk on each trade. Have these things down to a T. These are so important. All right. The reason that they're so important is because now you don't have to get your mind cloudy because of so many different things that you're trying to figure out as you're going to trade. No, have everything down to a T. This whiteboard that you see behind me, it is a full list of my trading plan day to day. So every time I turn around, every time I come into this room to trade, I know exactly what my mission is before I even begin the mission. Number 2, back test your strategy continuously. You know, I love to watch sports, and I used to actually play sports. And every single day I had to practice. I could not just not practice and then go jump into a game, and that's what many of us are doing. Listen, you don't practice just because, but you practice to keep yourself warm. You practice to keep yourself developing and getting better. And as traders, that's what we don't do. We get up in the morning and we just start our day off trading, right? Well, I want you to start getting up in the morning and practicing first, getting yourself warmed up, getting your trading eye warmed up to be able to see the market clearly. So the time that it's time for you to do your setup, listen, you're already prepared. You're already mentally there. You're already aligned on what you need to do. It's so fascinating that every time I back test before I start trading, it's like my body has a rhythm to it. Like I'm seeing the market in a rhythmic way. Like I see how I need to get in, I see how I need to exit, I see how market is moving in this particular season that we're in, which is extremely powerful. So start warming yourself up, start warming those trading muscles up so that you can get into your trade that particular day with a fresh mind. Number 3, journal your trades. Now, I know you heard many traders tell you to keep a journal of your trade, and yes, that is so important. But I want you to journal from a different perspective. You know, it's fascinating that whenever God delivered the people out of Egypt, He told them, listen, make sure you keep an account of everything. Keep an account of all the things that you've seen and write them down so that your children will have these testimonies. Listen, it is not just for the children, but it's also for you. I want you to keep in a journal of everything that you're doing so it reminds you of how good God has been to you in your trading space, how good you actually are in your trading space. Whenever you start to see, whenever you're back testing and you're writing things down and you're saying, hey, and when I stick to my rules, I'm seeing the fruit from this. If I don't stick to my rules, I'm also seeing the bad fruit from this. So it reminds you constantly, hey, listen, I'm a good trader. The Lord has blessed me in this space of trading because I can constantly go back and see what things look like in the past, right? If I've been consistently doing things I know to do, even though I'm not seeing the fruit of it, but I can go back and see every time what I did wrong, that it was a self thing and not a strategy or a system thing. Listen, that is something that we need to be praising God about, right? Simply because you know what you need to do. Now you just got to apply the things that you know to do. Number 4. Now, this is another one that I know you probably heard plenty of, is use really good risk management. But I want to submit to you today that Risk management is also in the space of whatever kind of trader that you want to be or whatever kind of trader that you are. What I mean by that is if I know that I have a target or I have a goal, then I'm going to make my risk based upon what's going to get me to that target or what's going to get me to that goal, right? So I know that it is always taught to risk 1 to 2% of trading. Now, that is the smart way to do it. That is the best way to do it, especially depending on your account size. But what if you're trying to turn $100 into $200, $200 into $400, and you're trying to do these things on a week-to-week basis? You're trying to flip accounts on week-to-week basis. Well, it's going to be very, very hard for you to risk 1% and flip that account. So I believe, now, this is not financial advice. I want to be so clear about this. And this is not the best way to do things, all right? But I believe that you, as a trader, you should risk based upon what your target that you have at hand is. Now, if you know that you cannot financially risk a certain amount on a particular trade because you know if you lose, it's going to burn everything or you won't be able to trade again after this anymore. Now, I don't do that. But have a set mind, a set target that you're trying to reach. Risk based upon what kind of trader you're going to be. So if you're going to take day trades or you're going to scalp, you need to make your plan based around that and how often you trade in a particular day. So base it around that. But make sure that whenever you are doing this, you keep an account. Like I said before, keep an account on how much you are going to lose if it goes against you, right? If it goes against you and you know this is just too much, then you don't do that. Don't do that. Now, again, there's some traders right now that are going to like beat me up for saying this, but listen, you're not going to see that exponential growth unless you sow bigger seeds. It's simple as that, but only sow what you're able to lose at the same time. All right, it really just comes down to that. Now, again, the proper way of doing things is risking 1 to 2%. This really goes down to your account size too, and again, your target that you have. Number 5, shut the computer down. All right, stop trading. Put it down. Stop having your screen up where you can look at trading all day. Stop looking at stuff on your phone and trades all day long. Stop doing those things, right? Not only stop looking at trading all day long, stop. This is going to be so good. Stop looking at other people's lifestyle from trading all day long. Stop. I'm going to ask you this, and I want you to ask yourself this. What value are you getting from watching someone else live a life that has nothing to do with you? And I know that sounds harsh, and that sounds very harsh. But if it's not adding any value, then what is it actually doing for you as a trader? If you're looking at someone make millions of dollars and you know you desire to make millions of dollars and they're just talking about how they're making millions of dollars from trading, but there is no real value on how you actually can do it, then what value is that going to add to you actually being and becoming the trader that you desire to be, right? So begin to stay focused and locked in. And what this means is if you know that you're only taking 1 to 2 trades, after you take that second trade, everything should shut down. The computer, the TikTok, Instagram, looking at all these different traders. The reason I say that is not because they're bad for doing that. No, they're not bad. But if you know that is a trigger for you to constantly trade, like, oh my gosh, I got to get to it. Oh my gosh, I got, and you start to go back to the charts because you heard so-and-so say that and now you're just trying different things. If you're going to try things, try them on a demo account. Do not try them on live accounts and no, don't do those things, okay? So put stuff down. Get your mind off of trading. After you're finished trading, get your mind off of it unless you're going to practice and backtest the strategy that you have, all right? You're going to notice that there's going to be like hundreds of different strategies, right? So if there's hundreds of different strategies that are all profitable strategies, then why aren't more traders profitable? You ask yourself that, right? You need to focus on the thing that you need to focus on and stop letting your emotions get to best of you because you've seen another trader do something that you desire to do or be at a place that you desire to be at. And this is also good for you just not over trading, which is so important. Just do something else. Number 6, final piece of the puzzle, which is the absolute game changer. This is what brings everything together. This is where you start to have ultimate peace. And that is remembering that God is your provider. No matter if you are a full-time trader, if you trade for side hustle, if you trade because you want to be a millionaire from trading, whatever your goal and target is, I want you to always remember that God is your provider. That in itself is so much peace. You have to remember the days where you didn't even know anything about trading and God was still providing for you. Look how God is still providing for you even if you're in a season of struggling in trading. You still have food to eat. You're still in your right mind. You're obviously using something to watch this video. So God has been your provider. Yeah, maybe it's not in a way that you want. Maybe it's not the big houses, the fast cars. But guess what? He has been upholding his end. He has been a provider to you and I. Right? So, because of that, remember that God wants to take care of you. That whenever you are in Christ Jesus, his hand is with you. You are not going to fail. He has a promise that's over your life. God will do his end. He will do his end. All right? Now, this right here, I'm probably going to lose some subscribers for saying this. I'm probably going to, I'm going to lose some subscribers. People are going to hate me for this. People are going to comment after this, and that's cool too. But tithe. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said it. Tithe. Listen, even from your trading capital, whether it's your work, listen, the importance of tithing, and I'm saying that is because that tithe is a response of all the things that God has done to you. It is an entrustment. It is God saying, God, listen, you've already taken care of me. You've already provided for me. I'm going to give you what's yours in response. I know that you're going to take care of my future. Y'all, whenever I became a tither, it gave me so much peace because it's like, Lord, and not just tithing because somebody tells you to tithe. No, be a cheerful giver. Take time, Lord, you've provided for me. Lord, you've cared me. Lord, you've protected me. Lord, you have made sure I have food. You have given me my daily bread. In response, Lord, I trust you that you're going to continuously take care of my future. I'm going to make sure that I be a good steward and give you what is yours. Again, I'm probably going to lose some people with that, and that's okay. That's okay. But that's also a sense of peace, knowing that, Lord, I trust you. You are my provider, whether I got this trading thing or not. I pray that you grow me in this space of trading, but if I don't have it, you took it all away today. Lord, I know that you're going to provide. I know that you're going to provide. So, in saying all these things, understand that is going to be the glue that sticks everything together. I want you to be a developer as a trader. I want you to become a better trader. I want to see you go to heights and levels that you've never even imagined, right? But I also want you to have peace while you're doing it. I want you to not make trading an idol. I want you to not lean on trading, but I want you to always remember that your source is from God, that he is the source. Okay, he is the one that takes care of you. He is the one that does miracles, signs, and wonders for your life. He is the one that opens doors. He is the one that gives you favor. The Bible says that it is God who gives you the ability to get wealth. So in saying all these things, make sure that he is at the head. He is at the front. All right. Now, that is going to be it. Very simple. Oh, I have one more thing to tell you. Okay, one more great thing to tell you is that I have created a new YouTube channel. It is going to be under this video. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to keep this channel here. This is my channel. But I'm creating a new channel where I'm going to give you guys strategy video after strategy video, and I'm going to give you practical trades. So my goal for that channel is to allow traders to see what they can possibly be, what they could do, what they could be if they have discipline, if they use and apply these things. I want to do challenges on that channel where you see me flipping $100 to $200, $200 to $400, and all these good things. But I also want you to see the losses. I also want you to see what can happen if you're just consistently being consistent. All right, not allowing these emotions to get in front of you. So again, below this video, you will see that new YouTube channel. But that is going to be it for today's video. Look, I love y'all, and let's go. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that YouTube good things to do. And if you don't like, and if you don't subscribe, guess what? I still love you. All right, so look, God bless you.